This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So here goes nothing.
It's an all-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Pistons come into town for this one. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at the Cavaliers. Well, they are on top of their game right now, and guys, on top of the league, the best record in both conferences.
Well, I don't know if these fans could be any more behind this team right now. The winning streak has captured this community's imagination. The level of enthusiasm's absolutely off the charts.
And the great atmosphere. You know, the fans have had a lot to cheer for lately, and it does come full circle. But their energy, I truly believe, is lifting this team to even greater heights.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Harris is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
Now here's Love. After the miss from Andre Drummond. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Here's Thompson. It's Drummond with the rebound. About a minute played so far here in the first. Caldwell Pope passes to Morris. And the layup is good.
You know, it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
It always seems to settle you down when you have some early success in the post.
Now here's Irving. 14 points from him the last game against Atlanta. Love outside. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
One shot, gentlemen.
That free throw good from Kevin Love. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. It's stolen by Morris. And there's the lay-in.
That's moving.
Morris has got his second bucket.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
Irving kicks to Love. It's Drummond with the rebound.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
Now here's Drummond. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Miami.
And he also made an impact on defense, guys. 3 block shots over the course of the game. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Good.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
Here's Irving. following the score by Reggie Jackson. Thompson, a screen on Jackson. Irving attacking the offensive rebound. Thompson. Good work defensively by Morris.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Shepherd. Freaks checked in for Detroit.
One shot.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Thompson, a screen on Jackson. On its way from Irving for 2. Misses off the right iron.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Atlanta Hawks.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Now here is Harris after LeBron James's miss. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Harris. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Smith, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Well, you've seen some terrific offensive basketball over the last month. A lot of it thanks to the assist numbers put up by these point guards during that time. Well, you look at Jackson, one of the best passers in the NBA.
Are the name of the game at the point guard position, and that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
I agree. I mean, their vision, their unselfishness, the connection they have with their teammates. It really adds up to a real wealth of understanding of what to do out there, and it makes them a special group.
Now, here is Smith. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Atlanta. Picked by Mozgov. Smith kicks to Dellavedova. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Pistons leading by 6. Pass to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Baines dishes to Meeks. Here's Freak. Tries again. Drummond passes to Meeks. Back to Drummond. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Andre Drummond is a big guy. At the NBA Draft Combine, he measures 7 feet tall with a 7'7" wingspan. And he tipped the scales at 280 pounds. That's a super heavyweight, my friends.
And on the topic of Andre Drummond, Greg, there are a few guys in the league who combine his kind of size with the type of athleticism he possesses, fast up and down the floor, quick off his feet, even sports a little hang time. I mean, the guy's got a full package athletic.
You talked about the raw physical tools. Then you factor in the two things as a big that I really value: great hands and quick feet. And he's got that going for him. So you can't go through him, you can't go around him, and you certainly can't go over him. I mean, what's left?
We can only hope to contain him, as they say. And stolen by Drummond. 26 seconds left to play in the first. Freak kicks to Meeks. Drummond working against Smith, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Here's Freak. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Pistons on top, ending the first quarter with a 13-5 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
Let's take him back.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't, but he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kevin Love out there with Channing Frye. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Irving in at the point. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat delivered quite a performance. He ended with 13 points and seemed to have a hand in every defensive stop. Good numbers for him in both the steals and blocks columns. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
2 on the clock. Here's Shumpert. No luck. The Pistons go the other way with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Here's Shumpert following the bucket by the Pistons. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 2008, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
First one falls for him. Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
And the basket by Harris.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
Jackson against Irving. Thompson, a screen on Jackson. Irving. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Greg, you just said the Pistons had a ton of back-to-back games. 44 were part of their back-to-backs, over half their schedule. Clark, they went 15 and 29 in those games.
And that's part of the reason why the NBA wanted to examine the schedule. I mean, it was a tough year for the Pistons. It's hard to get any momentum when you're playing that many back-to-backs.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Jackson down low. Morris, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Irving kicks to Love. They set the pick. The screen from Thompson. Shumpert gets a wide open look. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Detroit leading by 3. Dishes to Morris. Jackson against Shumpert. It's Jackson with the drive. Morris passes to Caldwell Pope. Morris a screen. Caldwell Pope kicks to Morris. Again the miss by Morris.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Right side Shumpert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 1-point Piston lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And he gets it to go. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
1:51 left to play here in the half. Dellavedova dishes to Shumpert. Love with the screen on Harris. Shumpert passes to Love. And again, it's Cleveland.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Now here is Harris. 17 points for him last game against Miami.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And then for Detroit, Drummond's checked in for Aaron Baines, and Freak subbed in for Marcus Morris. There's 1:17 left in the first half. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. James, no good.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it. Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
Now, here is Irving. He has 6. Back to Smith. Puts up a 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 6 points for J.R. Smith.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
Jackson kicks to Harris. Shoots from 12. The shot will not go. Drummond, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
Exactly, making certain the right call was made. They've done a great job of speeding the process and giving the officials the information they need to arrive at the right call.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really a good job to take the second look at it. Would have been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
I'm here with Kevin Love, and great effort out there tonight. Just a quick question. You guys did a tremendous job chipping away at that big deficit you faced early on. What changed?
Oh, man, we just executed, got good shots, and got stops. That was really it.
A winded Kevin Love. Thank you. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
All right, fellas, still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half. The amount of scoring we got from close range was great. Keep looking to make those quick fire entry passes. It's hard to argue with a bunch of layups and 6-footers. Something I have liked is our movement off the ball and all the good looks it's created for us. Keep finding those open shots on the floor. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. This game shouldn't be as close as it is. We're the better team. You know it, I know it, and they know it. Now let's get out there and prove it.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Drummond having a terrific game. He's got 8 points and also a block shot.
Cavaliers shooting 43% from the floor. Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Andre Drummond is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Harris in at the small forward. Irving attacking. The stupendous finish in traffic. Irving's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Cavs. The Pistons trailing. Morris a screen. Jackson kicks to Harris. Morris dishes to Jackson. Morris with a screen on Irving. And stolen by James. Left side, Love. Detroit with the rebound. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season, his return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
And he gets it to go. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. On the wing, Irving. Off target from outside.
And that atmosphere that LeBron was after, I mean, he described it as wanting a family-like atmosphere.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here's LeBron. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. James, the pass to Irving. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
And to touch on the Cleveland atmosphere, you know, you could see as the season unfolded, it became a big part of what LeBron was able to accomplish in Miami, starting to work itself into that roster.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
It's been a great game for Irving tonight. He has 9 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
No doubt they'd like to see that carry over to the rest of the team. Get good assist numbers all the way around.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Shumpert. And then for Detroit, Johnson, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Reggie Bullock comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Jody Meeks in for Jackson. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
And Meeks kicks to Morris. They set the pick. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Pistons lead by 3. Dellavedova dishes to Love. Outside Irving. Picked by Mozgov. On the wing, James. 5 on the clock. It's tipped. It's stolen by Morris. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And here's Johnson outside. Mozgov grabs the board.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Love with the screen for Irving to the right side. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
That's good for Mozgov.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders, but thus far he's proved to be worth it.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And a switcher also for Detroit. Baines is checked in. Mozgov hits them both.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
Now here's Drummond. He's got 8. Bullock passes to Baines. Bullock kicks to Baines. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Drummond. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Cavaliers trailing. Mozgov a screen on Johnson. 3-pointer. Dellavedova. Can't hit. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Move the ball and stick it to
Meeks with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Detroit needs to get off a shot. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
The Pistons making a change here. Freaks checked in. Meeks with the steal. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. It's stolen by Smith. 1:51 left to play in the third. LeBron outside. Shot clock at 6. For the lead. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Andre Drummond. First in rebounding, fourth in blocks, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And, you know, just going back real quick to the fact that he rebounds so well, I mean, that's a tremendous feat. He's a monster in the paint.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And a Shumpert in there for James. Detroit also making some changes. Harris is checked in for Aaron Baines. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Johnson. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Jody Meeks. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Fry dishes to Dellavedova. Just 5 to shoot, and Shumpert slams it in. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead, and then the other one storms right back.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Now, here is Smith. 8 points for him. The three. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Offensive rebound. Now Shumpert. 6 points for him. Here's Smith. Off target with that shot. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Cavaliers ahead, up 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. The Pistons trailing. They've got Smith. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. Then there's Irving. And it's Shumpert in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Freak. Clock at 6. Morris passes to Jackson. Shot from the top of the key. Jackson can't get that one to fall. The Cavaliers shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Smith kicks to Thompson. Irving against Jackson. Left side, Irving. Back to Thompson. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Freak. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. LeBron's checked in for J.R. Smith.
Let's get a stop on this one.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And a wide open look for James. It's hauled in by Harris.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Freak. A three-pointer off the mark. Freak's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Irving with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Now here's James. Guarded closely. Irving dishes to James. A baseline J. No luck.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Irving passes to LeBron. There's a screen. The feed to Love. Shoots from the baseline. No luck. Good work defensively by Morris. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Freak kicks to Morris. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 4-point Detroit lead.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Cavaliers have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Jackson against Irving. On the wing, Shumpert. Kicks it out to Love. Uncovered. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here, Clark.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Different look here for Detroit. Johnson, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Jody Meeks in for Freak. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The drive by Jackson.
Move the ball.
Here's Morris.
Sticking too much.
Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers trailing. Outside Irving. Love with the screen for Irving. Irving double team. That's good. And that's 11 points for Love.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Wasted no time on that one.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Here's James. Love with the screen on Johnson. James dishes to Love. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Love's got it all tied up now for the Cavs. The Pistons have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Jackson passes to Drummond. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Shooting for 3, Andre Drummond. At the line for 2.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. So for the Pistons, Tobias Harris comes in for Johnson, and Freak subbed in for Jody Meeks. And both free throws good for Drummond. The Cavaliers shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. That's a pick by Love.
2 minutes left. 2.
Irving against Jackson. Irving kicks to James and stolen by Harris. There's the dish to Jackson. Freak. That's good. And the Pistons lead by 4. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Thanks, Doris. LeBron kicks to Irving. Back to LeBron. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Pistons lead it. Outside Jackson. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's LeBron. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 6 points for LeBron.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game.
Jackson kicks to Freak. The three-pointer, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Love wide open. He fires. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Love's got 9 points now in just the second half. Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The drive by Jackson. Here's Drummond. It's in!
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's a pick by Love. LeBron dishes to Irving. To the paint. Sinks it.
They're having a problem dealing with Kevin Love.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Count it!
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Here's James. Following the basket by Marcus Morris.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
At the line for your Cavaliers, LeBron James. At the line for 2.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that ties the game up. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Jackson. Freak sets a screen for Jackson. There's Freak. Missed. Now here's James. And a wide open hook for Irving. The three won't fall. From deep three-point range. Got it! He got it!
Just in time.
What a shot!
I can't believe this. How in the world can you end the game on a shot like that?
Well, I think I've seen it all now, guys, and nothing's going to top that, I don't think.
And so the big win by Detroit in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.
He was in a groove tonight, Ernie, Kenny. He's getting in that playoff mode already. Perfect timing with the postseason approaching. He had it all going on the whole game.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. Now the playoffs begin on 2K Sports. See you back for that.